I mean, like,
They could Visage, but I don't know enough about Visage these days to know if he's okay in a 9th pick. I feel like I only ever see him in 10th pick, so I haven't had the opportunity to really see like what a pro team's answer might be to the hero right now.
depends how much they feel like they need push. I mean, something like a Necrophos could be.
I think Razor's probably my favorite here, actually, and look more at it.
All right. If it's a
Fairly safe, right? Queen of Pain gets banned pretty much every game, although I'm looking right now, she's actually still in. I guess they could ban Queen and pick Razor.
Could Liquid
Yep.
just take... I was thinking they might want to take Queen and play it mid themselves. Quake for Queen is pretty darn classic.
Come on, guys. Come on, just give me this, Liquid. I mean, what else is there? Like, Kunkka, I guess, could do the job, too.
I knew it.
You know I'd say Kunkka?
I knew it. That was a Trent prediction, not a Liquid prediction.
Okay, hold up. Oh, damn. Puck's, like, kind of sick, but also kind of bad because we want a tanky hero, but they have the coil snap, too. And they have, like, Lasso Drago to
What about Pugna? That's some great follow-up on Batrider. Not tanky in the conventional sense, but with life drain, annoying.
Just pick the Razor. Don't.
Yeah.
Let it go. Don't go down that hole.
What? It's Pugna's great. It's cool versus DK.
Pugna is okay, but I do think they need someone who can like absorb some damage, though. I think they need someone who's in your face, you know? Pugna's like hiding.
How dare you? I kind of like the Razor too. I could get down on that.
SF we haven't seen in a while. SF kind of fits the timing too, but it's not quite tanky enough.
Hey,
there you go. See,
it's Razor.
This is why you just don't overthink it.
Razor's great.
Pick Razor.
Fits the exact speed they want to play with here. With Link, you're stealing damage. You can follow up the Batrider pretty easily.
This is the exact lineup that gets picked in my pubs, and I go, oh, man, this game is going to be so easy. We have great heroes, and then you just lose. Like, nothing works out the way you thought it was going to.
Dude, welcome to my life. I'm that Razor just like, this is going to rule. We got auras. I'm going to slay. Batrider's going to catch people, and then... Yeah.
No matter how good a lineup looks. We've seen that plenty in this patch.
Right. And then you remember, hey, Clockwork's actually really good against Earthshaker and kind of annoying against Batrider. And, oh, yeah, Enchantress can be a hero that's not necessarily easy to kill. And that Dragon Knight's split pushing some towers. We got to deal with that eventually. Now, what do they want to tie all this together? Because I feel like they're like team fight damage is lacking a little bit. You got this great black hole. You got a Dragon Knight. What are you adding on to this? Is it the 1 DK? Is it 3 Enigma mid DK and they're going to pick a 1 here? This is like weirdly open-ended.
Well, I don't think they're going to send a DK mid versus the Razor. I think they have to find some other hero to go mid versus Razor. Now, mind you, they just managed to pull off a Shaker mid, so they could be thinking something like the Ench mid.
That's interesting against Razor.
Nature's Prophet's banned, though. That's like the go-to hero to answer this situation. Try something crazy like AM or something. The AM mid, the DK side lane.
And just blink out of the tether. Okay.
Teams used to try that sometimes, but I don't think it worked out that well. I think Puck is actually kind of okay for them.
I mean, what about Kunkka?
It's just Razor is like... It's like playable.
That's what I mean. It's... Razor is a great laner. He counters really every melee in that kind of regard, but Kunkka is a good combination of catch and damage. Whoa, they take TB. So, is it mid DK after all?
I don't know. It's a great question.
Is it something really weird, like a clock mid or something? I don't know why.
I don't think TV does too well in lane versus Batrider, so...
Yeah, right? You know, like a Slark or a Lifesteal. Like, we didn't even talk about the Bat, but there were some carries available that are fine against Batrider. They don't have a great way to deal with Sticky. Boxy is going to have a great game here, I think. And NIP, they don't know who's playing what either. They're like, okay, Sadeko, you picked this shit. Now what are we doing? And right now they're arguing about whether or not Enigma can go mid against the Razor and just deny him. Okay, so Supreme takes the DK.
Oh.
Saberlight grabs the Enigma, and it will be Charlie on the TB, Era Clockwork, and Seneko Enchantress. Now, DK Razor, isn't this one of these, like, it's like a Morph Ember. It's like, it's a hard counter, right? I mean, it's pretty brutal. Maybe the first couple levels are okay, but I think once you get level 2 Link on Razor, that's where DK just can't.
I don't
can't
think
party.
it's like you can still just be a DK. I think it's like
Like-
you're not going to be a farmed DK.
When Razor hits
necessarily.
level 5 and you get linked,
Yes. Yeah, but then you have to think about like what kind of rotations there are. Like if the Shaker's there, then yeah, DK's just dead. But if the Clockwork is hiding on the high ground when you run up top and he cogs you in the tower, like I have seen several times because Razor players get too aggressive, you know.
I mean, that's true.
That definitely happens.
Clock is great for those kind of turnaround plays. I guess what I'm sort of getting at is it's really easy for Razor to put on that pressure that forces rotations,
Yes.
and it's basically impossible for DK to do the same.
Getting far too crowded.
So that should naturally make some decent space.
There's nothing that can stop this man.
And I worry for the Terrorblade.
Go Charlie. Carry this game. Yeah, I don't know. I look forward to watching the top lane. You have to do a lot of split pushing.
So what's it going to be? Bat Earthshaker against Terrorblade Ench?
And speaking of Arcana styles, 524 kills or assists with Echo Slam in victories to unlock the alternate style for Taiga, and he's got it.
Wow. You go, Taiga.
Go, man.
Rainbow Warrior.
Whoa, he's starting with Bassi?
Uh-oh, the Koikster. Oh, jeez. He gets enchanted. He gets battery assaulted. There's a highway robbery in the Radiant Jungle. The bandits have come, and they've taken Koikva's soul. Oh, Lord.
So, is Taiga just going to camp up top with the Batrider?
Yes.
Bassi on Shaker seems kind of odd.
What's wrong with it? You're getting mana regen. You're getting your battle of mana regen.
It just doesn't help Shaker, really. The only thing.
It's for his bud.
Like, it's okay. A little
Are you
curious,
just
know?
asking why doesn't Bat just buy a Bassi or a Sage's Mask?
It just doesn't seem like an item that really helps. Like, you think about, like, getting your boots on the earlier end of stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's just a very expensive investment. 425 gold for a Shaker? That's a lot. And
Well,
it's just,
down
I'm not
bottom.
saying it's bad. I'm just curious because, like, Taiga plays a lot of Shaker, so it's just kind of a cool build. It just, to me, it tells, like, what Taiga wants to do, you know? Like, I feel like it means he's going to be really stationary. It starts him off at 2.2 mana regen, though. That means during the cooldown of every Fisher, he recharges 44 mana. So his Fishers cost like 50 mana. Or 60. You know what I mean?
I mean, that sounds pretty good. And Shaker's one of these heroes, like, his int gain is terrible for how much he needs mana. So the flat mana regen is good on him.
This is why, though. Is a lot of people have like boots or something because of this stuff that you have to end up doing with Shaker, right? You're trying to like pull waves.
Yeah, he's going to get enchanted here. Take some damage. Blightstone on the Enchantress. I don't know, dude. Ask
Not bad,
PPD. I'm sure he'll tell you on Twitter.
Hey, it's good. I mean, I'm down.
Insane.
Charlie's getting walked at right now, though.
Taking some damage.
That is some free damage right now.
Boxy gets enchanted.
Yeah, they're gonna get the level 2.
What are
No
they
follow-up
saying in
there.
that voice line?
All right, I don't know. It's you have to watch Slax's video.
I guess so. That's some genius content. That man, he's a thinker. An endless supply of creative juices.
That's what he's here for. Saving the community. Every community needs their slacks, and thankfully we have one. God knows we're not doing it. We're worthless. Nice body block there from Taiga, keeping that camp and blocked off there, so it makes it a little bit harder for Suneko, who is going to send over the Harpy, though, so bring on the Chain Lightning.
Quality creep, the Harpy.
Oh, he's getting the last hits now, too. Now you're thinking, Suneko.
Meanwhile,
I have not looked anywhere else this game. Down bottom, they put some harassment on the Supreme, and it's the Enigma in the mid lane. See, I haven't even been looking. We got Enigma mid versus Razor, huh? That makes a lot more sense than a DK.
Yep. I mentioned it in the draft.
I'm too enthralled by this top lane.
They went for it. I haven't really been watching mid that much, but it is Razor favorited. I've been mostly top as well, buddy.
We're just ignoring two other lanes completely.
Well, you know.
It's fine.
I'll give you an update here. Enigma has been using demonic conversion on the creeps and then running them into the jungle to farm.
That's pretty next level.
And would you believe that Razor has stolen little bits of damage and then last hit pretty effectively. He is now level 4. Steals 57 there. Pretty solid link. In come the Eidolons.
Well, with his Bassi, Taiga has not roamed because he's just chilling. Now he uses boots, so he farmed his way to them anyway and just kind of hung out, helped out his Batrider a little bit with the AoE mana.
Now, don't let these numbers mid fool you. Enigma does have more neutral creep kills, so despite the relatively even score, the Razor does have a lead in terms of net worth.
Of 90 whole gold.
It's amazing, Trent. It was a little more before that wave, but...
Boxy goes in up top, and Charlie calls his bluff with the meta. That's going to force out one of those Fairy Fires. And with the Hellbear still chasing him, Boxy is out. Mid lane, they also drop the Fisher. Taiga got very low as Koifa is being punched around here by Air. Air's only level 1, though. Going to be hard to secure this kill.
Yeah, it doesn't even pop the
no.
Fairy Fire.
Why is he level 1?
Well, I think he's been using those boots that you were talking about to run around the map as opposed to sit in the lane. He's now picked up a wind lace.
Not very conducive to ganking mid, though, the level 1.
Yeah. You can't even threaten Cogs.
No.
Well, that's left Luna and DK just kind of going blow for blow. A very boring bottom lane. Both of them able to farm pretty effectively. Era finally dings level 2, and Insania level 3 on the Venge. Just working the jungle, keeping lane control.
And so, because of the way they set up the lanes, like we're talking about how like Terrorblade, you have to have some concerns when you don't have the anti-bat heroes. But Batrider also didn't have a support really to help him. He just has the Shaker that can like kind of Fisher and pull waves and stuff. And then you have Ench, who, as we know, is like first pick material in the current patch, is down bottom. Insania. They're rounded here, but they've used most of their spells. They're going to need a lot of body blocks here to get this kill. Oh, there's the Cogs now, though.
Yeah, that level 2 comes in handy. Insania takes a breathe fire, stands his ground, and does end up falling.
Nice, but yeah, the Enches are strong enough that he was able to kind of push back. Also, Boxy went for a bit of an aggressive play. Maybe he played his hand a bit too early.
Whoa, nice block in the mid lane. Saberlight not going to be able to get out. Razor on the low ground. Does not want to walk into those Eidolons, so they do expire. Now Era's here. Koifa in some trouble. Very nice.
Full rotation.
That's a 3-0 for the Pajama Wearers.
Riley has also gone to the jungle right now. So Boxy just has the lane to himself up top. Riley just saying, I can get way more in the jungle at this moment. Someone else just go there. Like, once the boots are out on Suneko, he can sort of hang out near Boxy. But without boots, it's got to hold back a little bit. Unless you have 4 Mud Golems. That's one way to get in there.
That was something. It's like an array of boulders.
I think I was going to be careful, though. Even at 3 stacks, he has to back himself up. All right, so what's the future of this game, though? We're going to have the Luna heading in towards the jungle at some point, and that's when Taiga will occupy one of the lanes, start working in towards his Blink Dagger, and speaking of which, Luna also goes down to the bottom lane. Era just getting real busy down there with the help of the DK ulti. Been all over this map. Those
Oh.
nice early boots.
Thought they were looking to set something up in the top lane, but
I think they were.
that
But
Luna
yeah.
just gets caught.
Radiant's middle tower is
Charlie's
Well-
just chucking Beyblades at the creep waves, though.
That's 4-0. This draft from NIP is actually a little scary in the sense that if they continue this momentum, they can get pretty far ahead.
Terrablade's a weird hero like that, where like if you
Yeah.
have a DK just in front of him, he can show up to a fight and just destroy the tower.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. I mean, they're going to get this bottom tier 1. It looks like they keep the siege creep alive even. Supreme still plenty of time on this DK ult. They do glyph it, but
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, I know what hero I want in the jungle at 7 minutes between TB and Luna. And it's not Luna. You know? I feel a lot better about this as NIV than I would about being on Liquid.
Radiant's
and Luna's gone
And
for
they've
this.
sent Boxy to the bottom lane while the tower dies, so he's not even going to be here to help defend this.
No, it does find a stack here, though. That's kind of nice. But the Luna's gone for a sort of hybrid build, 2-2-1 at level 5, so has
This is the I
flexibility.
lost my lane build.
Yeah, and now the 3rd point in Moonglaive. So this is the, all right, we're jungling. Whoops, sorry about that. Missed that Tiger kill up top.
I think that was just solo.
Counter kill for Koika. For Koikva, rather.
The
Dual
double
scepter.
solo kills then. It was 178 XP for the Ench. Then right back 240 though for the Razor. Jeez.
middle tower is
That
under
seems
attack.
fair.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Saberlight mid, Black Hole ready. There's the stun. They might just drop this on the Luna. Eidolon's come down. Malefice trying to
Oh,
soften
he's
him
out of
up.
mana.
Oh my gosh, you're right. The Black Hole is 300. He's at 285. Oh, Saberlight. He pops another Clarity. He's like, God damn it.
Yeah, I think
shouldn't
with the
have
Fisher though,
Malefaced
it wouldn't have worked anyway. Like if he hadn't had the Eidolons for the additional damage and he just went for the ulti, for example, because he had less mana, I don't think he would have got it.
They might have been able to do it without the Malefice, though.
Maybe.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
All right, everyone's got their neutral items now. One out on this one. Got the we got the shovel. Oh, but they got the they got faded brooch, the keen optic, the ironwood tree, and the broom handle. That's pretty nice.
Link versus Enchantress. Pretty darn good. Seneko falls over.
Oh yeah, we haven't talked about that, but yeah. I mean, it's not a core, so it's not like a huge
Yeah,
deal, but
it doesn't
is
matter.
nice.
But when you see it in those scenarios, the Ench, who would normally be, she's only level 4, so no untouchable anyway. But
It's still something to watch for in the game.
there's
for
just
sure.
like no survivability.
Dire's top
Yeah, I don't really like. There's not really a lot of attack slows that you think of as like defining heroes. It's pretty much kind of just Ench, and then it used to be like Tiny and stuff, I guess. But
Yeah. I think you can put Tiny in that category.
well, Tiny in terms of like it used to be the Craggy, I guess is how I think of it. Like, because I would assume that with the current static Link, it would not have procced the old Craggy. But I don't ever have to worry about that because they're not
The-
going to exist at the same
Oh,
time.
Boxy walks over the tree line into a black hole.
Yeah, give it to him.
There you
Always
go.
fully hold the black hole too. That's very important. If you're an aspiring Enigma player, it doesn't matter if you killed the guy. You gotta let that thing rock out.
You hold the
Right.
hole.
Very important. It's a big flex moment here. Oh, more Beyblade. Get him. Welcome to the Thunderdome, Insania.
He gets popped. Still a lot of time on meta, too. About half the duration, and they've got a siege creep here, so should be some pressure on this tier 2.
Did any kid ever bring that little plastic arena to your school with the Beyblades?
tower is
The
under attack.
plastic
And-
arena with the Beyblades.
Yeah, there was like a plastic arena that with the Beyblades that you threw them both into and they spun around in it. Oh, you missed out, dude.
No, I don't think so. I don't.
Oh, do you remember quarters where you would put the quarter down and flick it at people's knuckles? You guys ever play that
yeah.
game?
Yeah, that game was real dumb.
Yeah, yeah. People started doing that with Beyblades. That's why they took them away because those things were sharp, dude.
Jesus.
I
Oh.
love dumb games as kids. Mickey
Smoke.
up top. Snake, I was like, I don't know if I want this.
Lasso.
Oh, okay. Fair.
They've got Era, and they will cliff him. Some style points there. And top lane. Yep, nothing.
They were just kind of punching back and forth.
All right, 8-3. It is still a lead for NIP. They haven't really run away yet.
I think Tyga's probably just like, all right, guys, where's my link? Where am I going? I would like some farm, please. Boxy, could you hit jungle creeps right now? Boxy says, okay. This is your lane now, Taiga. Like, Boxy even pinged it. Isn't that nice? This is very important right now for the Earthshaker.
Only 500 gold in the bank. Yeah, not going to be an early blink here.
And not getting denies really, getting that extra gold, that hurts. That I still think of that every time I come to one of these lanes like this is the support looking for everything. I'm trying so hard for the denies and all the last hits, and I don't get rewarded.
Yeah. It felt like a great bonus, and now that it's not there, the denies sting a little bit.
Yeah, I hate how it's not there now.
Rotation from NIP into enemy territory.
I was scared.
I would be.
Get the observer ward too. They're gonna ping right now. Saberlight's like, okay, he just left the wave, so he pinged over here like there's a ward over here somewhere.
Radiant's
When in reality, I believe it was this observer ward up on the high ground that tipped him off. Saberlight messing around. Wants that ancient kill.
How's our Luna looking? Dragon Lance.
Taiga looks on enviously. Here, you take my creep wave.
Still a tier 1 up top. Looks like NIP are slowing things down. They got the black hole coming up and getting deeper into enemy territory, so seems this is what they were waiting for. Hook shot at the ready. Taiga, is he going to be the target? Fire the cannons.
I feel like they could just pressure bottom, but yeah, now they're just running in looking for the lasso.
Oh, Supreme, the target. Does have some stick charges. NIP play that pretty conservative. The Razor is up top. Does have a TP, of course.
Kind of surprised they're not just metaing bottom.
Yeah, same.
bottom tower
I guess it's just so risky. That's why this tower just ends up living for so long. It's like, why should I bother wasting my time hitting this tower when it's so tanky and I can just hit Ancients the whole time? That's the real answer. Because, like, sure, you might force a rotation over, but it's not worth dying.
Yeah.
I might just find him jungling anyway. Saberlight's going to have to tank this one for his hero. And another clipping. All right, Boxy.
And he's really styling today.
They're just letting him go.
Yeah. I would think that NIP would maybe want to try to fight around the Razor being split. Force him back. Or if he doesn't come back, kill his friends kind of thing. Oh, Boxy going to walk into Supreme. Hook shot could be coming. There it is. Swap from Insania, though. Going to play Sacrificial. He'll get left behind. Boxy. He'll be okay. Meanwhile, Koikva finds that kill onto Seneko. Again, the
Another
static leg-
solo kill onto that Enchantress.
Well, it's easy pickings.
Speaking of which, she has a Midas.
Oh, black hole mid. It's Mickey, and they've got him this time. That's a big kill.
That was, I think, the reveal, right? I don't think they'd seen the blink until that. I mean, he's had it for a while, but I don't know if he's shown with it.
I believe you're correct, but it's hard to say.
Now they're after Quake, but he's getting over the TP.
Malefice, it's there.
They got him.
And they actually kill him, though. He does have a
Foxy's
static
coming
link.
in, too.
You can tell Seneko is a little nervous here. He's like, don't link me. Don't link me.
There's a lot of reinforcements coming through here.
Both sides, though. Now Saberlight's getting linked up. Looks like Liquid have the superior numbers nearby. NIP not able to get there in time.
is under attack.
Well, a little overcommitment.
Yeah, they could not lose Razor right after losing their Luna like that. That would have really set them back. But they have now taken over the top two spots with the Terrorblade and the Enigma, despite the Enigma being dead. He's actually last hitting with the Necros right now to keep himself relevant. Same thing with his Eidolons.
Looking to take the
I can
outpost
barely
here.
stay relevant alive, and this guy can do it while he's dead.
Liquid now being the aggressors, moving into enemy territory.
Line drawn out from boxing the bottom lane. Doesn't want that free pressure of the Terrorblade coming down here. Probably the BKB next for Charlie.
Manta, BKB,
like we're going
Scotty,
to-
something like that.
I just wonder if he feels like he's gonna have to fight, as they will grab Quakefa, double stunned up in the mid lane. Still have Cogs too when he comes back down.
This is going to be a big one. Not much support nearby.
Oh, but
Swap
wait.
from the Venge might be just enough. Insane, and no way he gets out of this too.
Yeah, it's only a level 1 flare, so it won't kill him if he goes for it.
There you go. Well, again, it's a big save on the Razor. Definitely matters. This is a super momentum-based hero.
Yeah, I don't know what Charlie's gonna do. It depends on what he thinks this game is gonna be like, right? It's like, am I gonna have to actually like join team fights, or am I just going full out raid boss to just try and out carry this Luna? And in that case, that's, you know, I don't really want to invest in that BKB.
Yeah.
Nether Shawl too, eh?
Smoked up. Liquid.
Blink time.
See
We go
what
for
they find.
the run this way. It looks like from Boxy.
So
Sorry
everybody,
about Boxy having the blink. They're gonna have to rely completely on Taiga to get the setup for that lasso. Folks running low.
Are scanning.
Charlie's so
Outposts
far
are
back.
both NIPs, so
This is such
he's
a
starting to get into a dangerously deep dive at the moment.
yeah. This is an awkward movement, and there is support. If they grab Charlie, he's got friends very nearby.
They're gonna leave a ward behind, but they are smoked up, so
NIP now the aggressors. Boxy might get hook shot here.
they're playing this so patient.
Era saving the hook shot for now.
I think Boxy's just dead.
Yeah, he's going to be surrounded. Does drop the lasso onto the Terror Blade. Hook shot across the other way. The real fight will be up top.
Yeah, they didn't go for Boxy. They went for the hook shot up there instead.
Era gets turned on. The dunk from Taiga helps set it up. The rest of NIP are nearby, but they don't really have any catch to stop this. The Malefice now, they do grab Insania.
They got a little greedy instead of just going for the easy bet. They wanted to try and get additional kills, which is kind of understandable as a Clockwork in that scenario, but then you wind up with just a position 5. Of course, he didn't know where the Venge was positioned, so he could be thinking, like, if I just hookshot that bat, he might just get saved.
Yeah, that's fair. Although this rotation does still work out for NIP. They don't get much from the kill, but now a 4K net worth lead. Liquid are very much reacting to these movements. Now Bounty is going to come out, and that'll be 3 for NIP. And both outposts.
Dire are scanning.
That was only XP for NIP.
What happened to the 4th bounty? Did they deny it? I think on Eidolon denied it. Yeah, right by the Shaker. There was one leaving that area. It's like it was walking this way, or like maybe it was the Necros or something. But
Dire's middle tower
Wow.
is under attack.
we didn't get 4.
All right. All of a
Boxy
sudden.
kind of surprisingly underfarmed considering how early he got these bots.
Yeah, usually that kind of acts as like a farming tool for the Bat Rider, but this one's been tough. He's only 2-1 in 1. Like maybe.
I mean, it's not
hoping-
like terribly behind either. He did just get his Blink Dagger too, and he also made a couple rotations to like help out with ganks and stuff too. So he wasn't like completely solo playing.
Got a Tinker Ward up here for NIP. They're pretty ready. Try to deal with any crafty plays from Boxy.
Baiting Insania on the bottom lane here. So they're not exactly sure where NIP is on the map right now. There's smoke coming out here soon. I feel like we're about that time. Although they just ultied on Quakefa for farming, so never mind.
Mick A is doing just fine, though. He's starting to get over that initial hump. Dragon Lance, Manta Style, and BKB going to be coming out next.
And Charlie did finally make a decision. He decided to buy one of his ultimate orbs, so he's going to go for that Scotty. But he was holding a lot of gold for a while there.
BKB on the Razor. So
It is a
Scotty
bit of a
before
tough one.
BKB
Top
on the
tower
Terror
is under
Blade.
attack.
Just
Yeah.
wants the stats, huh?
Well, I think the quietness of this one kind of helping for Seneko with his Midas.
Yeah, it
At least
seems,
able to stay relevant.
seems to be the
I mean, he's
item.
ahead of the bat.
Yeah. As we've remarked before, Enchantress just really benefits from the attack speed, so it makes a lot of sense. Foxy with a nice flame break knocks Seneko into Koikfa. And this will be another easy kill on the edge.
The space.
You're not wrong.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The like dinky little pickoffs.
It really has. I mean, 20 kills in 22 minutes, but hasn't felt like the most meaningful kills.
No.
A lot of them are just
No
these
one's really like
supports.
contesting for Rosh. We haven't gone after the tier 2s, and NIP have all their towers but the top tier 1, and they're not really weak either. I mean, the bottom tower it's missing 5 HP.
So
The mid is missing 380.
think of it this way. Half of Liquid's 8 kills are on the Enchantress, and half of NIP's 12 kills are on the Vengeful Spirit.
There you go.
So, yeah. This has been the battle of the fives. Era, he's going to get caught here, and again, it's a nice little pick off. If they can push mid off this, that'd be great. But dare I say
That's actually a meaningful kill because it translates into something, and he doesn't have the buyback, which
Yeah.
would be really good in a situation like this.
and they're not even going to contest it, so should end up being basically a free tier 1 now. A nice gank.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
TB's just so good at pushing out these side lanes that it really hurts me to just like drop a tower like that off kind of a silly pick. Like a nothing pick like that. But double BKB is now completed at the same time. The Scream on the Dragon Knight. Saberblade on the Enigma. So in combination with the Scotty, they're in a really big spike right now to the side of NIP, and they're probably going to smoke out. Yeah, they're like, all right, guys, we just got 12,000 gold worth of items completed. So let's go fight them.
I like it. They will have to deal with the 10-second BKB on Koikva's Razor.
If he gets it off. There is a blink BKB on a DK.
And also
Into a
Mickey
potential black hole.
has a 10-second BKB. You are right, but still.
Man, look at Saberlight's positioning, though. This is nice.
Charlie taking up the Rosh. Doesn't fall that fast.
Yeah, they want them to fight them here, I think. Maybe Shaker can do something. He's only level 11, though. He doesn't have, like, that gargantuan Echo Slam. I don't think it's enough that Saberlight couldn't turn it.
Oh, lasso. TB going to be brought low. Big follow-up dunk.
Oh,
They
we got
killed
him with the
Charlie.
Fisher.
Now Mickey pops the ult. The Eclipse not going to do much. Roche still pretty healthy, about 50%. And now Liquid are the ones to move into the pit.
So, the key issue was that Saberlight didn't preemptively BKB. So he got hit by that Fisher from Taiga. That was huge. Now he's going in the...
Oh, black hole. Saberlight interrupted. Nice swap from Insania. Mickey does set up that kill. Saberlight down. Now another swap. This time on to Seneko. Razor. Who's he got in the back? That's going to be Era. Now everybody getting chased down. Supreme also on the run. Stunned up by Insania. Blocked out by the Fissure. And now burned down by Boxy. That's going to be 5 down on NIP. Liquid take an incredible fight.
That was pretty brutal. A nice way to start from Koifa. Just like a super simple, or sorry, not Koifa, but from Boxy. Just like the really easy lasso out of the pit kind of brought the fight a little bit closer to the high ground. And that made it easier for everyone on the side of Liquid to play that. All the way from Taiga with his initiation on the Echo Slam, as well as Insania. Like, that was a level 11 event. I did not think that the swap was really going to come into play that much, because, like, it's really hard. He has no cast range bonuses, and he was able to get in close enough to cancel that BKB black hole because it was like a secondary fight BKB black hole, you know? Like, if it's that first one when everyone still has spells and abilities, it's very unlikely that Venge is going to be able to, like, run through, like, Private Ryan or some shit in the middle of, like, a war zone and get that swap off. But because so much had been spent already, Insanity's just like, oh, nice. He's trying to, like, win this whole fight by himself, swap.
Now, remember, though, as you said, that was pretty much the dream start for Liquid. So they're going to have to do that kind of a fight again, where they can isolate the Terrorblade. That was the dream scenario where TB was a complete non-factor. He went from lasso to dead.
Yeah.
So,
But they have Aegis.
Yep.
And that's going to give a lot more space over to the Luna. Mickey's also going to use this time to build up the Hurricane Pike. Even if it's like kind of annoying to item to go for, it's just somewhat necessary versus the Clockwork.
I'm just saying that fight looked particularly bad for NIP, and if they get a fight where it's that Dragon Knight Clockwork front line and the Terrorblade in the back doing damage, it could go sour for Liquid. So they just need to play cautious here. So it's all about initiation. They've done it once. They can do it again. Boxy is leading the charge. Let's see if they find
they're doing
something.
a big, long initiation.
And they're going to lose this smoke. Scared of potential ward cover. They're just going to back it out. All right.
Pretty simple strat from NIP. Just stay the course and keep pushing this top tower.
And Terrorblade will have BKB before too long. That'll be his next item. That will help quite a bit.
Oh, Razor Spider Legs. I feel like we talk about this all the time with this hero.
This is
I actually
another
sent them
good
back. Oh,
Wow.
he is a Bat Rider. They have such good Spider Leg heroes.
They
They have
do.
Bat Rider, Earthshaker, and Luna. And Razor, for that matter. It's just like...
I don't mind the Dragon Scale on Razor. It's always a little bit of a feel-good item. Mickey split pushing. Meanwhile, up top, Lasso onto the Ench. Follow-up damage with Avenge. Stun. Seneko actually survives the initial onslaught, but now Razor gets her with the link there, and Seneko is done for. Again, not the biggest deal. Enchantress struggling against the Razor. 2K net worth lead, though. Luna now number 1. That graph has swung. About an 8K, 7K net worth swing.
Boxy's thinking about the Aghanim.
Oh.
The Bat Rider. Bit unusual.
All right.
And
Link them
Shivas?
together. Get the double lasso.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm never really a huge fan of this. I wish it would like reduce the cooldown or something.
Yeah, it's too like weirdly situational, and sometimes
Like, wouldn't you just want Shivas this game versus like DK
Yeah.
and everyone hiding in the trees and Terrorblade?
it feels pretty unreliable. It's not amazingly common where the way you want to initiate also synergizes with somebody standing right behind the person you want to initiate on.
I guess maybe it's partially because of the Enigma or something.
What, it
That'd be
gives you
pretty
a way
wild
to break
to
it?
double tether off someone onto the Enigma. Because if he bought a Lincoln's, theoretically,
I
it would
mean,
surpass it, right? Doesn't it?
I think so, but that's big brain play deluxe. If you can pull that off, that's going on the highlight reel, man.
Boxy goes for the big brains, you know.
Is that enough
But,
to justify the investment, though? Again, I like the Shiva suggestion. And there's that BKB. Also an AC out on Razor now.
A lot of items, you know, they kind of had their own moment on NIP when the items all came together, but right now that's happening for Liquid. It's only a 2K lead again. It's not this massive feat they have, and the Aegis is expiring right now. This is the time where you want to smoke up, but they're a little bit late. Clock's coming back. Just, yeah, fractions too late, and then they're already going to start backing out as they lose that Aegis. Although Mickey's staying on that high ground, there's still a potential here if they wanted to go in. They're going way down. I think they're hoping for a Bat Rider kill.
Okay, not going to fight him head on. And they might fish their wish here. The Bat does have Blink, Force Staff, no TP.
I think Boxy knows. Yeah, he's just blinking his way back up to his team.
He's like, this is a little sus.
Now they're just going to get the tier 2 top. And Boxy draws it. He's like, yeah, they just did this. 100%. I don't think I'd want to race these guys, though. That I'll say. I'd rather have the TB.
TB and DK, yeah, I'd say so. Maybe once Razor gets Aghanims, if he ever does, then Then I'd think twice, but until then.
The other problem is they still can't like punish. They can't like camp bottom and be like, okay, someone's gonna come back and just jump them because that high ground is way too scary versus swap, echo slam, and lasso. So they don't want to go anywhere near there. They're definitely on the find someone outside of the base grounds right now. And Saberlight has his Aeon Disc ready, sitting on his person, so he's looking to just assemble it when the moment strikes him. Man, Mickey actually shockingly alone right there, as the entirety of Liquid is camping bottom.
Yeah.
Besides Mickey.
Well,
Dude, he's still alone.
that is a dire ward up there, too.
They gotta know that they're smoked up behind now, though. Like, no Luna is just sitting here like this alone. Right? She just crossed the river, so.
I think they can sense the bait.
Radiant's
They're like,
bottom
yeah, you haven't been playing that safe for this long to stop playing safe now. Boxy charging ahead, might find Charlie. Gets the clock instead.
Might be able to find a hook shot here, but no. Chain stunned up.
Too much. Too quick. Damn, he gets the spray.
We sprayed him?
He sprayed him, dude. Fight
Hey, that's
me.
an Invoker line. Does Mars say it too? Probably. I
Fight
was
me?
thinking of
That
Thompson
sounds like something
Invoker.
the God of War might say, yeah.
I feel like he'd be a little bit more poetic about it.
Fight me. No, it's, well, you know, gods need those simple but communicative lines. You know, there's a degree of
The
epic.
peons don't really understand their massive intellect.
Liquid not really able to further their lead too much. That pick on the clock was all right.
I mean,
But-
it wasn't that long ago when we were talking about how NIP had all their towers left besides the top tier ones. So that has definitely shifted.
Yes, the map has been opened up for sure. But, like, Charlie's not that far off the MKB now. Like, less than 1,000 gold away. And Luna just got the butterfly, working on Satanic. So the next big spike, I think, will favor NIP when this MKB comes out.
There's really pressure to make a move, though. I don't know if either team is. Feels like everyone just wants to wait for Rosh and then start thinking about that play because they want the pickoff to actually mean something.
50 seconds on the big boy in the pit.
Well, Boxy has at least gone off the Aghanims, thankfully. He's thinking about a Lincoln's instead. Also, a very suitable item to opt for. And we got a smoke coming over the tire.
Ooh, here we go. So 2 items. Again, all about fighting with these big power spikes. Assault Kuros and MKB at the same time.
Nico's just looking for a Midas scrape. He's like, wait, hold on. All right, we can go. All right, he's going to flare up top, and that gives away their position.
are scattering.
Clockwork
Scan from
leading,
the Dire.
looking
He's
for
got to
a
go
hook
for
shot.
some big hook here.
Era doesn't want to miss it. A little bit timid. Limited vision. Radiant get the counter ward down. NIP struggling to initiate this.
There's Yules, there's Forestaffs, there's Swaps. I mean, Era can't really be the first one in.
Looking for some sort of a commitment. Anything out of Liquid. They're not going to take the bait.
And they have,
Oh, there it is. He lassos the illusion.
speaking of the bait,
All right. Well, maybe NIP a little more confident now.
maybe that's why he wanted the Aghanims.
Oh,
that happens.
hook shot missed. Okay, they trade ulti for ulti. Now TB pops the.
Ooh, careful now,
oh
Mickey.
boy, BKB and gets off the Sunder.
There's the flare.
Now gonna turn onto the Razor. Koifa with a BKB of his own. Both sides kind of disengaged. Everybody's still alive. Arrow on the back
Yeah.
gets killed by Boxy.
I think Boxy was solo killing that Clockwork because that's the hero that could have made that way worse after that Sunder, right? If they were able to lock down Mickey just for a couple seconds there, he was gone.
Wow, what a wild fight. It's like everybody used their BKBs and very defensive, but no Echo Slam, no Eclipse, no Black Hole.
Meanwhile, it takes 13 seconds in the back line for Boxy to just solo kill the Clockwork.
It's a very small gain for Liquid off that. They see
didn't
Rosh.
use any of their huge stuff though, right? Like they still have the BKB for the Luna, so that's just gonna put them right back in the pit. But scared out now by the dive. Hookshot will be back here momentarily. He's gonna respawn. They have the outpost from the TP too.
No, they're not going to have the DK ult. They just back out? They're not going to go for it?
I don't know. Mickey's freaking out.
Wow. So uncontested Rosh. It's going to go easy to Liquid. Aegis cheese.
Yeah, they didn't like it.
I guess the DK ult might have tipped him over. I don't know. It is a little scary to try to jump into the pit against a Shaker Luna.
Oh, the Illusionist cape now gets picked up here. I wonder if that's better for the TV. Yeah, I think it is.
Oh, yeah. That's just like a free Dragon Lance, dude. And another illusion.
Yeah, and plus what's the bonus on your illusions? Like 10%? It's like, it's okay. The bonus spread, though. Obviously, the stats are really good. The life stealer, I was wondering, might be slightly tempting, but too good.
We going high ground, Mickey? Shipping away through the glyph. Has the Aegis, of course.
They do not have similar repositioning abilities to mess with him. He can just kind of sit there. Like, there's no real threat of him losing Aegis unless they want to use a big ulti. Era's trying to find a big angle in the backline, but the way that Flare just gives you away is just kind of brutal.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Like, they instantly pinged exactly where Era's standing, so now Boxy just wants to go solo kill him again.
Well, they get the tower, and Mickey will finish it off.
Look how far back Era's sitting. He doesn't want to die to Boxy.
Well, I mean, he's died solo a couple times now. He shoots another rocket flare. You see the pings. Oh, meanwhile, mid. McGay gets tickled down a little bit.
Boxy is smoked up via the ninja gear.
Oh, they're just going to put Mickey on the high ground.
He is going Tiger right now.
They need to save this TB. No, Charlie's down. Has a buyback, but the Eclipse from Mickey does some work too. Supreme with the BKB on has to run. It's a great fight for Liquid.
I mean,
and
that was just too easy,
are they
dude.
just going to end here? I mean, that's Luna in a nutshell, right? There's a certain point where when she hits critical mass, you sort of can't stop the push. Now they're going to have a go. Aegis is still there. BKB coming up. No more Aegis. Just a buyback on the TV. They lost the tier 4.
Era's doing it, though. He's messing with that claw or the Earthshaker on the back line. He stopped the secondary initiation.
Oh, there's the cheese. Koikva has to BKB defensively. NIP will certainly hold on here. Black hole, but instantly interrupted. Insania ready and waiting. Now the remaining BKBs are used. They go in onto Charlie. Sunder has to go off. He gets it on Boxy. Era dies, but now Supreme in too deep, losing a lot of damage. Koikva is going to be hitting hard. Stun onto Charlie. No more Sunder. Does not have that talent yet. He's only level 20. Buyback now from the clock, but another swap. Charlie pulled back in. Hook shot off the mark. And this looks like it could be the ender. They're going to put Mickey in the front lines. No Aegis, but it does not matter. Not a care in the world. The Glaives killing the Enchantress there. Era trying to slow him down, but it just won't happen. That's game. Going to game 3.
The Vengeful Spirit doesn't, like, invalidate Enigma as a hero, but it takes away a big portion of what you'd like out of it. So many nice black holes just instantly taken away by Insania. Very well positioned.
Yeah.
Throughout that game to make sure that was not going to be a problem for his team, as we've seen that, like, no matter how bad your game's going as Enigma, in several matchups, you just get BKB and then life looks good. But that was not an available option here. And once they missed out on that earlier window and power of the Enigma in terms of just, like, pushing forward and taking objectives and really, like, getting a total iron grip control on the game, then it felt like Saberlight was having a really hard time contributing. Actually
Tough
did the
one.
most hero damage still, too.
Yeah. I guess NIP needed to try to push something in that. I got a 20 to 30 minute window when they were still gaining momentum. Guess
That Rosh fight that they lost, man.
yeah.
That's got to be
that
that
was
big
it.
thing right before 30 minutes, right? Where it just like completely fell off.
Yeah. Wow. Well, when Luna gets big, she is good at closing out games. I have to admit, that is one thing that this hero does so well from the position 1. 770
game-
GPM, dude.
Maybe it's because like the Clockwork just wasn't able to play his game, and they were so reliant on him. It felt like in making things happen. Like there was so much save and just like chaos factor on the Liquid lineup that if the Clockwork went in or the DK just like blinked and stunned, there was no guarantee that that's where the fight would take place.
Mhm.
You know,
Right.
like there was just how could you pin anyone down in this game as NIP? Felt kind of impossible. So if they weren't able to just like totally overwhelm them and they're just always fighting on even footing, then it's not going to be a very easy game for them, and clearly it wasn't.
Yeah.
That was really well played by Liquid.
All
Very
right.
calm game. Jeez,
It
that
was. Yeah.
very smooth win of just like, okay, let's just farm top. All right, push this out. Insania, you dead again? Yeah, that's cool. Saved someone else.
All right. Well, game number 3, boys and girls. We're taking a break. Chillhop's coming back, and
Update.
oh, don't tell me we got a patch, Trent.
I wish.
All right, let's get this update moving.